debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his chick out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Evan McPherson. Off we go from Soldier Field. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
He's got room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big-time play for the Bears. 37 yards. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready?
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bengals have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Big connection there. They get all the way near midfield on that one.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is first touchdown this year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Williams. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one caught by Smith. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
They motion a receiver right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Ball sitting at the 7, 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Let's go. Take go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Bears.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Oh, what an unforced error. Timely moment, just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught left side by Burton. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bengals. that his second touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. A play fake. Now Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Here we go, here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On one, ready?
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Second and a yard.
Here we go, sack. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. A hit, and he has lost the football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback.
This one intercepted. Oh, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Pacheco. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case,
that's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more.
He's in. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He's going to have a Bears 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Inside the 25. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to air this one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff as they try to run it here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams now to throw. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he will score again. Touchdown Bears. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Now, this looks like a design run. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. A throw on the run is complete. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Burrow. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are going to extend their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third and 9. Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Burrow to throw. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm fine, ready?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They send him right out of the slot. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy complete.
Isaiah Pacheco. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bengals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Pacheco.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Gun.
They motion the slot man left. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Bears take over the first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
On one, ready? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
A tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go. Back.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
A play fake. Now Williams taking a shot downfield for Smith. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the safety, Geno Stone.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's get set. Back.
He'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
On 2, ready? Back. Here we go. Here we go. Back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Operating from the shotgun, it's I fumbled the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
1-1, ready?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Back.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
On 1, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They finish off the 1st month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some got baptized. Guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad vibe. Bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to Why I lose my grandma to cancer? Why me? God, I need answers. Why a young straight out Atlanta? Why the judge and the cops trying to jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me? God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get canceled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. The witness, the evidence tampered. Dirty money, the safest to hamper. Yeah, my a star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't wanna do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta if it's me or you. He got fire, I got fire, lighter fluid. Gotta wait from the haters, say hallelujah. Be crazy, be the closest to you. It's okay, cause they know that I come to do it. Hold your VO for Virgil, exclusive Louis. I hit a U, it's hitting and glisten the movies. If it's smoking the dough, then I'm tending to it. Watch when I step here, come my belt. Angel on my shoulder, but the devil on the left. I got a meal, not a meal from Michelle. I do it alone, I own myself. Stay home for you, don't get playing dirty here below my belt. I'ma get the bad, do the show myself. I had to show myself. Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way.
I filled up the crib with cars, alls with all in all. I'm still having space. Got a particular taste, picky eater, I guess. But I'm some stuff in my face. She got a natural rap like a natural do like the she don't like. I was outside of the building, I'm on in the spot when it be there, you gotta have faith. I'm in a minute, I said ever since we lost bro, it ain't really much more I can take. But 10 when it's late, mama told me to pray, I do that cause you know I can play. We felt the fill up for real, we got rides in the back, but you know we ain't coming to play. You be up playing the States, I be up playing abroad with the mates.
Make room on my plate, I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste, I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate, we talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way.